Hey, so we just wanted to show you guys basically what we have done so far with our camper, where we've put some of the stuff, things that we had to get rid of.
Yeah, and it took us way longer than we anticipated, so that's
organizing, reorganizing, and then me unorganizing.
We'll probably end up changing things around again, I think.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
For now, we just want to show you guys where we have gotten, and yeah.
Cool.
Also, see if they can see outside. It's a snowy mess out there. It's crazy.
Oh hey, this is our house and how we have organized most of it. So up here in the front we have all our books. The one outlet that's up here powers the lamp over there and the heater blanket, because we only have one ceramic electric heater and it does pretty good, but on mornings like this morning it's very nice to have a heater blanket. The computer and the laptop are both plugged in up here in this random outlet that we hate having cords hanging down, so kind of ran them through some hooks over there on the side, and that powers that.
Can you get up closer?
This these up here, all this are our main kind of daily use clothes. That is actually where the fold out for like the top bunk would be, but we just have it as clothes storage. This net here kind of this came out of one of the cars that we had, and I put it on 4 hooks so we could put all our hoodies, hats, things like that in there.
And a random speaker.
Yeah. That we don't even need because this thing is so small. We just run the iPhone sound. It's plenty loud enough.
True.
Under here, I've got some random knickknacks like bongos and a sewing kit. Under there are things like pocket knives. I've got in the very back there is a basket of totally random things like pipe hookups and the bit to put down the feet for the jacks on the 4 corners.
Oh, yeah.
Then of course pistols, my knives. Under here where I'm sitting is water tanks, so we didn't really put anything under there. Under here is basically, under this kind of portion of it is the slide out where we have basically all our extra bedding.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like...
And shoes.
Our shoes, yeah, are under here. Yep. I'll show them here in a basket. Other than our boots, which we keep by the door because they're too big.
Yep. And then under the wall portion of it, I want to put a door here because it's a pain in the butt to get to it from anywhere else. And that's currently our rifles, ammunition, my bow.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Things we don't really use on a
things that are not
basis.
Things that you don't have to get to in a hurry. Here, so we've got our flowers that we were just given, hung up in a little basket there. Our wind chime that will hopefully go outside sometime soon. This my little brother made for me was just the random hanging things.
There it is. It didn't really do it.
Oh. Our lights that we're going to replace because they're basically useless.
It's mostly just so bright outside.
Yeah.
The snow. I'll show you all the snow. See if you can see it actually coming down. Not really.
Yeah.
But it's going down a lot. Okay, anyway, so back
North
to
Idaho. Yes, then we have our boots there. Ashlyn's bag with her computer and random things for leaving. Yeah. The yoga mat, I just took a couple screws and I screwed the little strap thingy to it. I think we might end up changing that so we can take the mat out and take it with us.
Oh, and usually when
Because I didn't really think of that when I screwed it on there.
Yeah, but we can just put hooks like what we have, and
Yeah.
usually when we use it, we just unroll it, and there's like this tiny kind of hall space here that we. It's not really big enough to do a lot of workouts or like a lot of yoga poses and stuff, but we can do basic stretches and weights and ab workouts and that kind of thing. So that's why we have it. Because originally we did have it under where the rifles and stuff are, but it was obviously just too much of a pain to try to get it out every time. So anyway, sorry.
No, so there's that. Starting kind of from here, I guess. Well, these two are kind of personal random junk things. I know mine is currently stuffed with stuff.
Mine has like my camera, my jewelry, workout stuff. Oh, we each have our little lawn chairs.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 little camping lawn chairs.
Very cool.
So we have one in each. My Rosetta Stone, that kind of thing is in there. Yeah. Oh, on this side.
This thing. So we just got these on Amazon. Little 4-pack of individual hanger things for wine glasses and stemware. And also put our Moscow Mule cups. This thing is ugly, and we'll probably tear it out and get another one and put it somewhere else, because I didn't really think of it because this was about this full when I installed all this stuff, and we put the big one on and it just like shoves everything out of the way. So we'll probably put it over there.
Yeah, it's actually probably a good spot for it.
This thing, this actually came in a frame, and I took it out and just used the hooks to screw it to the wall. So we have our magnet board / hook thing.
Look what you did.
I know. It's me making a mess. So we can hang our random stuff in our Ukraine thing. In the kitchen area, I took the door off because it was falling off, and I have not replaced it yet, so that's currently a pain in the butt. That just stays there because we don't really have a spot for it, so it just stays there.
That's its spot.
Yep.
That's fine there.
This, so this is hot water tank and tubing. We have our weights in there, just kind of, we just be careful not to break anything.
It's all one big one.
Yeah.
With that one,
This is all just the same area. We have just a handful of dumbbells and ankle weights and random things. Drawers, silverware, and like can opener, things like that in here. Measuring cups. Also, the lighter that we use to light the stovetop. The main kind of serving utensils, knives and stuff. Hot pads and towels. It's way too full, but that's all the bags and the wrapping things.
Yes, it's stuffed.
Yeah, sometimes we find bags apparently in the bottom down next to the tank because it's that stuffed. Garbage can, garbage bags, cleaning stuff.
Yeah, cleaning stuff.
Hand towel. This usually is parked where this currently is, but that's dinner, so it takes precedence. And all of our coffee stuff and tea in the bottom of that giant mug.
That's as big as the coffee pot.
Yeah. That'd probably take 2 pots of coffee to fill that cup. So this is pretty much the extent of the cups and glasses and things that we kept. We've got a few mugs, like big soup mugs, a couple coffee mugs, a few glasses in the back, and then our wedding ones. We have a shaker in there too.
Oh yeah, I forgot we put that in there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because it's in the back corner and easy to forget until you want it. So this in the middle here is kind of divided by the spice basket. This is all the bottled things. including peanut butter and oil and everything like that. And then here's the big mixing bowls, pitchers. There's a vase back there too. And a giant jar that we will hopefully be making kombucha in. Here, just have snacks. This is kind of the rest of the kitchen utensil things, including everything from thermoses. These cupboards go all the way to the back, so they're kind of
actually, yeah, surprisingly deep. We usually
packed.
have that crock pot. It's a mini one, mind you, but it's usually all the way in the back, and we have a mixer and blender and all that pot down there. But yeah.
And under here, so we have cast iron in here. It's a pain in the butt, and probably need to build a rollout to get to it. This is jarred or dried items, usually like bags of beans and all the jarred things from Grandma.
Yes. And it goes all the way back, so it's nice. That
Yeah,
one's
so it's
full.
packed.
I think this one doesn't. This one's only like halfway because of the wheel well or
Yeah,
something.
the wheel well is in there, so can't go that far. So here, this was in here when we got here, but it doesn't quite fit. They're just kind of stuffed in there. I'll probably build another one. Our serving board thing. I made this yesterday. It took like 3 tries, and
It's awesome though.
and it's still not quite big enough, but
Well,
it
but
works.
It works currently, and all of our fruit and stuff can be up instead of down on
Not
the table.
taking up table space, which is very valuable. This was the second try because the first one was totally unusable and got thrown in the garbage. These are dried items like quinoa and hummus mix and dried fruit, stuff like that.
All the baking stuff, flour, sugar, and all
Yeah.
that's back in there too.
Yep.
So
And then-
those are mostly opened things, whereas the bottom one is sealed stuff. So
Yeah.
it
And
doesn't-
then all of our Plexus drink stuff in the little basket thingy on top. And then right next to it, none of this has like a divider in here. This is all basically just divided on what you can reach.
I think there's a tiny
on-
lip at the bottom, but it
Yeah.
really is not much.
So this is like obviously puzzles, word puzzles, notebook, notes, things. I think there are some maps in the back there. And then this is all like textbook stuff, more notebooks, reference material, things like that. Stuff that we don't really use on a daily basis, because those are all up at the front.
All over there. Not that we use all of those on a daily basis, but
I wish.
yeah.
Maybe someday. The table, we just kind of left some of the stuff out.
Oh, and underneath the
Like-
table, we
Oh, yeah.
stored our typewriter because there's a little ledge. Again, the wheel well.
And while we were still fighting our water supply, because we're getting fed from a hose right now and it was freezing because obviously it's snowing, that's what we were doing for water, which was annoying, but it worked.
But now we have it going again because Kane went and got insulated, wrapped the hose in heat tape and then foam insulation. So doesn't matter how cold it is out there, we have water.
It's pretty awesome. Fridge.
I guess they can look
We
inside it.
basically only shop for a week because that's all we can fit.
And this top one is actually a freezer, which I think most people probably know that. Oh, okay, well, that's what you're going to see of that, apparently.
Cool. Laundry bag. It gets overly full some days, and then you can't go into the bathroom. So that's fun. Need to figure out a different thing for that. And closet. I have my 2 large jackets in here because they're huge and they basically don't fit anywhere else. And a broom.
Yeah. The space down here really isn't usable space. It's just
There's some of it that's
pipes
plumbing,
and
but
stuff. Yeah.
I suppose we could stuff something if we had to, but prefer not to stuff things around the pipes as much as possible.
It's a good hiding spot. Not for us.
I was
to
gonna
hide
say,
stuff.
I can't fit in there. The bathroom, we got this little hook thing on Amazon, and I just put screws in the top and bottom to hold it all the way up against the wall. So the curtain covers it when we're showering. This is all of our bathroom supplies, things that we use pretty much daily, including like vitamins and deodorant and stuff are down here. This metal thing, aluminum thing, I'm probably gonna tear out and put something else because it's ugly and broken. Just real basic stuff in here.
Seriously, believe it or not, that really is organized. I really do have a system.
I just believe her and ask her for the thing that I need.
And down there is all of the bagged stuff that can be on the bottom, like my makeup and clippers and stuff. This heater also is does not really have a one particular.
It doesn't have a home. It moves around depending on where it's cold at the moment.
Yeah.
This corner, so I just screwed this to the wall for our extra toilet paper. So we have a little storage space.
There's scales
the
underneath
vacuum.
the vacuum.
Yeah, the vacuum's sitting on a scale, a little garbage can, and that's nice because the handle comes off so we can open the door into the closet. So the closet goes all the way back to the back wall, which is great, but then you have to know what you're reaching for because you're never going to see it until it comes out.
Yeah.
And then all this stuff.
Mostly more of my clothes because I have too much clothes. Too many clothes. Too many clothes. Too much stuff. Oh, and then there's actually his sea bag is stuffed back in there. Which is kind of cool that it fits in there, but that has all of our extra quilts and blankets. Yeah. The other bedding under the bed is more like extra pillows and sheets and stuff.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Our shampoo and stuff is in the back corner.
Oh yeah.
Which I will probably... I kind of wanted to screw to the wall, but also don't want to pop holes in the shower area.
And this, because it's the front of the camper, it tilts forward that whole wall. So that's why we had to screw, this. But it actually, because of the way the hooks are, it holds everything. And the ones in the front are just the ones that we're currently using.
Cool.
I think that's it. So this is it. Any last words?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Okay guys, thank you for watching our video about all of our stuff in our camper.
Yeah. So if you have questions or comments, suggestions, things that we haven't thought of, place to put our laundry basket. Yeah, those are welcome, and subscribe. Let us know that you like it. Give us a thumbs down. Tell us what we did wrong. Okay.
That's it. Thanks guys.